This decision by the bishop is the best. They beg the government of Cameroon to humble itself and dialogue with separately with the Ambazonians. And this is one of the best decisions that they took. Because one of the things that interests me in this particular statement is that the bishops came to discover that the only thing keeping the government away from dialogue with the Ambazonians is pride. Pride is the only thing that is keeping the government. And if the pride is taken away, if they humble themselves and dialogue with the Ambazonia, the crisis in southern Cameroon will come to an end. And when you look through it critically, the government of President Pobia is aware that the only thing to end the crisis in southern Cameroon is to dialogue, to sit together and negotiate. But the government is running away from. We will not say the Ambazonia because the Ambazonia, in all the situation, circumstances that table itself for dialogue, the Ambazonia always be ready. We look at what was supposed to happen in Switzerland. The government refused. Look at the dialogue that was supposed to take place in Canada. The government refused. So we are going to talk about it briefly. But before you do that, please subscribe to our channel and also share the video so that many people will listen to our own proposal concerning the killing that is going on in southern Cameroon. If you look at the crisis that is going on in southern Cameroon for 8 years today, the government of President Pobia hold on to the military solution, but asking other countries to dialogue. They know that the crisis cannot end militarily. They must sit on the table. But the government says that they will not sit on the table with terrorists. But when you look at the history of Ambazonia critically, you will know that they are not terrorists. How did they come about? When you look at the history of other terrorist groups like Boko Haram, it is not similar to that of Amazonia. So the only way to end the crisis is to sit on the table. Boko Haram in Nigeria, they are not asking for negotiation. Or Boko Haram in the northern part of Cameroon are not asking for negotiation. But Ambazonia are asking for negotiation every blessed day for the government to sit with. But the government is running away from negotiation. We already answered the main reason why they are running away, because they know that they will be defeated. So they don't want any humiliation. And if they keep away their pride and humble themselves, the government of President Pobia, then they will sit on a dialogue and talk that even if they will be defeated, they will not take any shame because they do not have any pride within them. That is what the bishops are calling on the government of Cameroon to keep away pride, humble itself, begging the government to humble itself and sit with the separatists. They put there the separatists, they did not put the southern Cameroonians. Meaning it is particularly to end the killing in southern Cameroon, where more than 10,000 people have been brutally killed, where more than 250 villages burnt down, where millions of people are displaced, moving and wandering all over the world, some in the forest, and many missing. Would come to an end. This is the main issue. When it will come to an end, then we can be talking about the Anglophone crisis generally. But now let us focus on the crisis that is frustrating lives, pushing many below poverty line, which is the Ambazonia crisis versus the government of Cameroon. And the pride is the only thing that is holding the crisis up to this point. Pride on the part of the government, because the government refused to humble itself and talk, and the bishops beg on the government of President Pobia to humble itself and dialogue with the separatists, which is the Ambazonia. This is the only solution to end the crisis. If President Pobia truly believes in dialogue, truly believes in negotiation, as he mentioned during his New Year message at the presidency, then he should do it and end the conflict. If you look critically, Cameroon is amongst the 10 extreme level of conflict, amongst the 10 countries, among the top 10 countries facing extreme level of conflict in the world presently. And the conflict in 2024 killed more than 200,000 people, including that of Cameroon, because they top the list. But President Pobia refused to dialogue by calling Ukraine and Russia to dialogue, Israel and Gaza to dialogue, and many others, Sudan to dialogue, forgetting that he is also among the top 10 countries with high rate of conflict.